Because not these people just fucking fired me. 3 years. After fucking 3 years. These people just fired me. I'm talking about I done worked the whole half a day and everything. Done went to lunch, bitch. Came back from lunch and all of a sudden a meeting pop up. Bitch, we are terminated. You are fired. Your content.
Dang.
So as a fellow work from home mom and a up and coming content creator, I feel for this mama. However, her fans posted this.
Oh, okay. See, I was gonna give her a little credit. I'm like, what type of content? But how do we have pictures of you at work? What that tells me is somebody's, and look, she got the screen up and everything. And she was working from home. Way to fumble, ma'am. Way to fumble. Look at this. And she's probably showing her life during, I know she's not live. Hold on a second. Oh, she is. Look, if you see people leaving comments the way that these comments are, that means that they're alive. And look what's behind her workstation. But they've got timestamps on it. So possibly, allegedly, she might have been going live during work. And then she's showing what she does. Probably, look, here it looks like she's doing laundry. So possibly making it clear that she's doing other things during work. But obviously, if you're filming content while you got the headpiece on and you're at work, as you can see right here, then that lets us know that you're doing other things, which you basically told on yourself. And you're posting the screen, all that type of stuff. Just got too comfortable. Why can't you just keep things separate? But let's finish the story and let's hear it all out.
Fans posted this.
Look, oh, they got multiple pictures. Again, got that screen showing. Look at this. She got that screen up. Every time you see that green and orange on that screen, you know that's that work screen. Look at it. What are you doing, ma'am? They gave you the whole setup. They gave her, it looks like a home phone and everything. Maybe that was her own home phone. But she was comfortable. This seemed like this could be a job. You could ride this out. And she could have continued to build her content. And she could have just stayed comfortable at her job. But she done post for everybody to see. It doesn't get any dumber than this. Wow. Now you got no job. Look, here we go again.
Now, she said she never committed any HIPAA violations. It says if you work for a healthcare company,
HIPAA, oh my gosh. You cannot make this up. What's wrong with y'all? She deals with medical records and all this type of stuff, and she got the screen showing. So they probably wasn't even gonna really hate on her. Probably the main thing was the fact that I kept noticing that screen was up. Every time you see that green and orange stuff on that screen, you know that's her work stuff. She got her screen showing. What's up with, do y'all have common sense and discernment? No. Where's your man at? He could have told you, hey, because he could have screened your content before you post anything. I want to see what you posting on here. And then he'd have seen that. He'd have been like, what in your right mind makes you, why do you want to be showing your screen? Why you can't just turn that off black and then do what you're doing? And why do you want it to even give off the impression that while you're in the midst of working, you just decided to do content? So it's like you're doing content on the clock. If you have the screen black, then you always have plausible deniability to just say, no, I was doing this in my off hours. I just schedule posted at this time. Wow. Y'all, before we get back into it, if you could like the video, greatly appreciate it. It only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And then also if you can hype the video as well. And I also launched the clips channel. And so If you all could go over to the Clips channel and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to pin it and link it in the comments. And we're trying to get it to 4,000 watch hours before February 1st, because that's when the new YouTube rules go into effect. But let's just go ahead and get back into it.
Company simply posting the computer is a HIPAA violation. Even if you weren't actively on the calls, even using your equipment in the videos is a violation.
Because not these people just fucking fired me.
You deserve it. You deserve it, ma'am.
The teacher who went viral for letting his students take out his braids was fired from his job. His students began texting him after he never showed up to his classes, which made him emotional.
Hey, bestie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much, and can't wait for you to come back.
The teacher who went viral for letting
I'm a little conflicted on this. On this one. Because on one end, for sure, here's the thing, man. And this is where you gone wrong and you still going wrong. These are some little kids. My daughter ain't gonna be texting no grown man. Why does my daughter have your personal number and text you? What the dude? Do you even think about that? That looks crazy. I know dudes who don't even date women with children because of the type of liability. They don't even want to have to deal with it. You out here a teacher and you texting your students? Is that normal now? Y'all let me know. But no, you wouldn't be texting my daughter. But honestly, I don't feel like he has any bad intent. I think what went wrong for you, man, is you recording this stuff and posting it on your TikTok. Because I can tell he has a passion for it. And he doesn't seem like a bad guy. But for one, don't be posting people's kids on your social media. You know. But I think we need more passionate teachers. And especially what I like is he's a black man. And so, because especially a lot of people don't really get to grow up seeing a productive black man in my community. And so that's a great opportunity. And especially the fact that he's kind of passionate and he's actually getting to know his kids. But at the same time, too, man, you got bills to pay and you got to take care of yourself. And ultimately, man, you still got to keep it somewhat professional. I think you definitely crossed the line of professionalism. I think it came from a good place, a passionate place. But at the same time, it's a lot of people who aren't updated on SOPs and really just understand what type of things could get them hemmed up. And so they're just moving freely out here, just doing whatever they want, just off of good intent. But you also still need to be equipped with the understanding of what the policies and standards are and best practices are. And just all in totality, a lot of stuff in here, I could see it as something that could possibly have you liable, or at the very least, have it to where they have vindication to ultimately let you go. So I wouldn't have gone as far as him. I think you took it a little too far, man.
Bitch, y'all got me fucked up. We gonna be outside on top of the car.
It said, oh, wow. Hold on. It says she was a teacher posting this. She was a teacher posting this? Yeah, we knew you was going to get fired. Let's take it from the top.
That we gonna be outside on top of cars, shake your butt on top of cars, yeah. I just feel like if I'm able to get snatched up like this.
What's she teaching? Again, if I had a daughter, I don't want you teaching my daughter nothing, ma'am. What's she teaching?
If I'm able to get snatched up like this, and we not looking too crazy with the motherfucking on.
It says, and she got fired for it. Point of view, after working a full day, I got fired before I left.
They just fired me. They just fired me out of all people they could fire. They fired me out of all people they could fire. Who does shit like that? Out of all people they could fire.
Again, you're a teacher. You're a teacher.
She talking about who does ish like that. She gonna say, who does it? They fired me out of all people. Who does stuff like that? Ma'am, who makes videos like that? That's what I was thinking when you was making that video. When you was making that video, look at this.
Bitch, y'all got me f***ed up. We gonna be outside on top of cars, shake your butt on top of cars, yeah.
Who does ish like this? Like, ma'am, you really seem off your rocker. And you seem mentally unstable and delusional and deluded. She's talking about who does stuff like this. When I'm watching that video, I'm like, who makes videos like this? Just, you know what would be so crazy, man? You know what would be so crazy? Y'all be so quick to be like, yeah, whoever my ex was, whatever, they were a narcissist. They was a narcissist. We got all these narcissistic men out here who's doing things and ultimately contributing to society and contributing to other people and can't wait to do for other people. But yet, I don't ever see y'all calling out this as narcissistic behavior. This is as narcissistic as it gets. And it's a lot of y'all like this.
Bitch, y'all got me f***ed up. We gonna be outside on top of cars, shake your butt on top of cars, yeah. I just feel like if I'm able to get snatched up like this, and we not looking too crazy with the motherfucking on.
You gonna tell me that's not narcissistic? Be calling people narcissistic, dudes narcissistic, and then it's like, well, what did they do? And it don't be nothing narcissistic, and then the whole time it be y'all narcissistic.
Stuff like this.
Narcissistic. I find that hilarious.
This woman was just fired from her job and kicked out of her gym after she made a video on TikTok saying this. Watch.
This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat.
So that woman made that video a few days ago thinking she really did something.
Well, hold on. Let's hear what she said, though. Wait a second. Did she say that people who are obese shouldn't do Pilates? I would be thrown off too if I have any type of fitness instructor and they have a big old gut or whatever. And they're big and you're in the fitness industry and you're supposed to be in a position of authority and be seen as the expert, but it doesn't reflect in your life. Is that controversial to say? Would it be controversial to say, it's like you see all these kids out here who are life coaches and they're like 20 years old and they be online talking about they're a life coach. And so if I say, why we got all these 20-year-olds on here who are life coaches? I think that's wild. Is that controversial? Can I get canceled for that? I don't know if that's cancelable. Like, we can't just give our thoughts. It's not like she's talking about like, is she talking about something? Is hit dogs hollering? Because it's not like she's talking about something that isn't a choice. She's not coming at something that you can't control. It wasn't racist or anything. That's a choice if you decide to be obese or whatever. So why are we treating that like that's like a group that is just, like that's a group of people. You know what I'm saying? Like how you would say racism or any other thing, LGBT. That's a choice.
People in a level 2 class. There's some, or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat.
So that woman made that video a few days ago thinking she really did something, playing with her necklace. She was all dressed up, saying sorry, not sorry, talking about people in her Pilates.
And see, this dude, he's kind of mad. You could tell he's a little mad. But this dude's kind of obese. You can't see him. I have to fix my little setup here, man. It's yeah, I'm gonna have to redo a lot of stuff in my setup because it doesn't let me scroll down. Some of these videos, it doesn't show the entire thing screen. But yeah, this dude's kind of obese. So is that why he's mad? Listen, man, I don't think that you should fire somebody for this. This is just some stuff where it's like we don't like her. Why she got fired? Because we don't like what you're saying. But saying that people who are 200 pounds or whatever shouldn't be in a Pilates class is crazy. It's crazy. But at the same time, I don't listen, man. She can say what she wants. Why are we trying to tell people what they can and can't say to the point to where it's like we're trying to take them down because they have an opinion that we don't like? If an opinion is outlandish and it's just crazy, then why don't we just look at people like you're crazy? It's because a lot of this, I feel like in this case, it just makes you feel some type of way. And I feel like toughen up, Buttercup. Who cares? If somebody says something about me that I don't like, then I need to either strengthen myself to be able to handle it and not be so insecure, or maybe it's hurting because it actually is something that I need to change. And then now I need to be working towards that. I can add that as fuel to the fire. Anytime I've ever done anything great, anytime I've ever moved a mountain and done something tremendous in my life, a lot of time I've had the burning fire of anger to be able to sustain me and to be able to energize me through those periods and through that action. So I don't like it.
Class. Well, her job and the Pilates facility that she was a member of both saw this video and not only fired her, but also revoked her membership. And she made an apology video that I'm going to play part of for you right here.
And I don't know, I just feel really bad. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Hurt your feelings?
I'm just, I think I just need to go to therapy. And I need to go to...
This woman was just...
Nah, man, I don't feel like we need to but it's because somebody hurt our feelings. Listen, man, when you decide to get on the internet, for whatever reason, you might come across something that throws you off. At the end of the day, all she just said was words. I don't think that Pilates center, I don't think that jobs are going to start banning felons, are they? No, we were like, oh, he did it. They did their time. Okay, so it ain't like she really hurt anybody. We just pick and choose, man. I don't like that. I don't like that picking and choosing because I kind of like fairness, man. I kind of like fairness, and I don't like when we pick and choose. It's like the courts today. Sometimes, man, you could end up getting more time based off how a judge might feel, based off the court of public opinion, when it's really supposed to be objective. We pick and choose. what we're going to really get mad about based off how it affects us. And then that's how we try to invoke consequences. Okay, it hurts your feelings. I'm so tired of everybody, because of feelings, feeling like now you can take away people's livelihood and all this type of stuff. She didn't say anything that bad. But now she got to come on here and bow down or whatever. Nah, man. Mm-mm. I don't agree with it. I don't agree that she should have been able to get fired and all that type of stuff and over that. Her caption says, when you work a corporate job and it's 4:48 p.m. And then it says, this is the video that got me fired from corporate America. Oh. But see what we got going on again? We got that screen showing. We got that screen showing. We got that screen showing. Now, I mean, corporate America, it's probably not that bad. But you just got to try to control what you can control if you can. And I think that's kind of controllable, but it happens. But as long as you ain't doing no HIPAA, you ain't in nothing involved with HIPAA. I was the only one in the office most days and past 3 p.m. I want to know what y'all think, because I like how this one was framed, and the reason why is because she's basically retroactively showing us the video that got her fired. Do you all think that this video was enough to get her fired? Do you think this was enough for them to fire her? She seems professional. Seems like she works. Someone said in the comments, it says, if I may ask a question, were you terminated for wrapping up the day early or for recording TikTok videos on your corporate job's time and uploading to TikTok? She said, for having a TikTok and TikTok shop. At the time, I had a business that I did after work. Gotcha. Yeah, corporate life is like that. Best of luck to you on your next chapter. You're destined for great things. I think that this was enough to get you fired, though. I think it was enough to get you fired because you're filming in the office. Open and shut case. Open and shut case. And during work time. Open and shut case. Open and shut case. I mean, why we can't? Okay. I understand your TikTok shop is your business. But no, I would argue work is your business. Your TikTok shop is your personal. And that's how you have to view it. And you need to keep your business and your personal separate. Stop mixing them. And then not only that, it sounds like your TikTok stuff is dependent on your job, because it seems like you may film lifestyle content of you at your job. So you're trying to get into that niche, which then depends on the job. And so now you're leveraging your job to possibly start a business. And that's just all wrong. That ain't how we do things. And so you put yourself in the position to where now they had a plausible reason to be able to ultimately terminate you. And so that's your fault. That's your fault. Personally, I don't think it was a big deal. If it's me, I wouldn't care. But you put yourself out there. Y'all, we'll leave it there for today. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. It only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video. Hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I am a smaller creator, a smaller channel, we actually get more points per hype. And hype was designed for smaller channels, so that's why. But if you come across a video and you don't see the hype button, then it's probably been over 7 days, and hype usually vanishes after 7 days. So it's usually best practice if you want to hype to just go ahead and hype while the iron is hot on a newer video. And then also, if you want to become a member of the channel as well, the join button's on the video. And what becoming a member of the DXU family will come with is you would get badges next to your comments, where you would see that you are a member whenever you leave a comment, as well as you would get early access to content and also exclusive content that's not available for everyone else on YouTube. So again, the join button's on the video. And also, again, I did launch the Clips channel. And so it's in the pinned link comment. You can click that link. Appreciate it if you all could go over there and subscribe. Again, we're trying to get it to 4,000 watch hours before February 1st, when the new YouTube monetization rules go into effect in 2027, February of next year. But until then, y'all, I'll see you in the next video.